years ago, while I was getting ready for school, thinking what shirt to put on, my phone rang. That was the number that I hadn't seen before, so after hesitating for a few seconds whether I should answer or not, I picked up the phone. That was my best friend's aunt calling in order to say that Alika, my best friend, had passed away. At that moment, everything seemed to me as it was just a nightmare, and I thought that I would wake up very soon and relieved that I had been just sleeping. It took me some minutes to realize that I would never see the person who treated me like her elder sister again. And this thought made me to want to scream so loud, but I was too emotionally devastated that the only thing I was able to do was just crying. Alika was hit by a car when she was crossing the road. She was delivered to the nearest hospital as soon as it was possible and spent 5 days being unconscious before she died. Her death was truly unexpected as her relatives didn't give us any details about her condition. So me and another friend of mine spent these 5 days being sure that she was going to get recovered and that we would see her very soon. So I couldn't believe that only 5 days ago I was hugging her and saying casually, "Goodbye, see you tomorrow." And I couldn't believe that only 5 days later she was gone. I couldn't believe it was so easy to lose someone you care about. And I couldn't believe that it was the last time I had seen Alika alive. Since that day, everything was full of the darkness. My life lost its colors, and sometimes it seemed to me that I would never be able to smile again. Losing someone may provoke some people's desire to live to the full, to do something crazy, as they become aware of that life is too short. But that wasn't my case. This accident made me numb and depressed. I wasn't doing anything with my life. I spent months denying. And now, I think it's okay to refuse accepting that someone has gone until you're ready to move on. And I think that denial helped me a lot. However, there were also some things that helped me to deal with the loss and feel better. First thing was having something from that person. Alika has made me a bracelet which glows at night, so whenever I open my eyes during a night, it shines so bright, reminding me of such a shining person that I had an honor to know. The bracelet at the beginning, to be honest, was reminding me of my loss, but when I missed my friend, the gift seemed to be a connection with her. Writing down my feelings was another thing that helped me. All my negative feelings were expressed on paper as I couldn't keep the pain inside me all the time. I started writing poems more often. Besides, I think that writing what you really feel brings you relief as you look inside yourself and get known with a new version of yourself, the one who you have become after losing someone. Third thing was accepting that it's okay to be not okay. There's nothing wrong with showing people that you do not feel good. We should feel free to share our worries and grief with those people who can support us. Support is truly important, as it seems that the burden you've been carrying on your own, now, when you get help, is less heavy. I used to hide how bad I felt and preferred to say that everything was okay. But when I suppressed my emotions, they seemed to be eating me alive. So I started seeking for my mom and sister support, which they were glad to give. Fourth thing was discovering new places. A year after the tragedy happened, I had an opportunity to go to Samarkand with my family. It was my first time of being there. Therefore, seeing new places, doing something unusual, made me very excited. I finally felt like I finally breathed out after holding the breath for too long. And the last thing was accepting harsh reality. However difficult it was, I had to face the truth that death is an inevitable thing. And after accepting it, it was possible to move on. Sometimes, moments spent with Annika come to my mind. There are both good and bad ones. Sometimes I find myself crying or laughing while thinking of her. And this is okay, because the pain of losing someone will never disappear, as good memories about that person will never be forgotten. And I know there's little time for love, for showing people your true feelings, but there's only one life that we've got, the only chance for love revealing. Thank you.